What we have in the box is our roof light with a built-in blind. Oh! Right, 2 seconds, I'm going to put this down. So I've just put it down so it doesn't get scratched. But yeah, so this is the inside. Then we've got a little blind. Oh yeah, look at that, look, smooth. So I need to put that up there in that last bay. So I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing and cut a hole in the ceiling. So I'm not going to do that today, but I'm going to definitely figure out what I'm doing, and I might even mark it out so I'm ready to go tomorrow if it's dry. So I've just made a frame for the inside. So when I cut the hole out tomorrow, this wooden frame here will be left, and I'll sink the window in and I can screw into my wooden frame. So I've just glued it and propped it up with my prop. Sunday morning, a new day, and I'm actually fresh. And I've got the MotoGP on. Woot woot. Loving life. Right, so I've got our frame up there for the skylight, and I'm gonna go and jump on the roof, cut it out and get the skylight in. So I've drilled through in the corners of the frame underneath, and some duct tape to protect the paintwork. I've got the Jiggaroo, and I'm just gonna cut this out. So that's the hole cut out. I've cleaned up all the paint surface ready for the kind of like the sealant to go on, just letting that dry. I've touched up all the fresh metal cuttings with some Hammerite rust protection, and I've prepped, I don't know if you can see it down there, is the skylight, so I've prepped that as well. And I'm just going to let this dry a little bit and get it in. So here we go. I'm going to get this stuck in, and if you look, there's these ridges. Now, I've read up, looked online, spoke to people, and there is different ways of doing this, but I've been recommended by the guys at Roman Homes to leave these, don't hit them down, and just put a massive bed of sealant. And they've actually been really kind and given me some of this stuff, and it's a bit like mastic. It sets with a skin, doesn't fully set to a full cure. So any movement in the van when you're driving along, it'll just constantly flex. So here we go, a massive bed of the sealant all the way around, much higher than the highest point of the metal, and I've actually put a bead round the groove on the skylight just to make sure, because I don't want this to leak. That's it fitted. I've just got the faceplate to go on, but that can't really go on until the sealant's kind of done. You just twist that, pull it up. Fresh air, baby. Close. Right, I'm gonna crack on with insulating the walls just now, so I can get the linings on. Well, linings, I've got big sheets to go on. So what we're using is, you've probably seen it on a lot of other campers, is the recycled plastic rolls wool. It doesn't take on any moisture, it's breathable, and it's eco-friendly. So I'm gonna go and just stick it all on. Any bits like the flat panels, I've actually got some contact spray adhesive that I'll just hold it on until the panels are on. Morning. There was no way I was going past a McDonald's early on Saturday morning without getting a breakfast roll and a coffee. So shit. But you have to do it. Basically the law. We are here at B&Q because I've ran out of insulation. Let's go. Ah, yes. So since last time, I have done a few other things to the van, and I didn't end up filming it because I forgot my camera and we were away to fit the side canopy. And it was actually raining, then it stopped raining, and it was just too much of a rush, but we ended up getting it on. So that's it there. It's 4 meters long and it comes out 2.5 meters. It's got legs. It is the F80S, and inside we managed to get the underside of the ceiling on. We started to strap the walls. Today's plan is to prime the ceiling, maybe get first coat on of black, and start lining the walls as well. So it's all go! So as it's a Saturday morning, we need to get in the mood. I've had my McDonald's roll and now it's time for drum and bass. So I've mixed up some 2-part filler and I'm just going to go across this seam here. These screws in the ceiling, you're not going to see them because you're going to have timber hiding the screws, but there's going to be like a 15mm, 20mm gap in between the slats, and I just want to make sure that this is filled as good as possible. Okay, so I have my the insulation's going there, and this stuff is really handy for sticking it on. So we spray on there, we spray on there, stuck. So I'm ready for the first lining board. I've actually ran out of insulation again. I need another roll, so I don't know when I'm going to get that, but I can certainly prep all that and just stick it on later. So let's show you the lining boards. So this is the lining boards. Excuse the flickering, it's the lights on the ceiling with the camera. Don't know what's going on. V-lined. So this is all primed, ready to go for us painting, and we should fairly crack on getting these on today, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. First one in! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! Looking good. So I've got all this side done. I've got this side prepped because I still need to get insulation in here, but it's all cut and ready to screw on. And I've just sanded my filler that we put on earlier on, and I've got a tub of MDF primer. I'm just going to prime the ceiling right now. Right, so I've been standing looking at these bloody doors for about 20 minutes trying to figure out how I want to finish them, and I'm struggling. So I might go and make a cupper. But I'm thinking bed's about here. So I actually might take this up to this kind of level, right across. Then that'll make this a more even kind of square for blinds or curtains. And I want like a full sheet all the way up. But the problem is as well, like there's like nothing here. I think it's time for a cuppa. Hot. It's almost home time and I want to get a coat of black. Looks like grey, but apparently it's black on the ceiling. So I'm gonna crack on, get that done and go home and get some pizza and beer. So that's wrap for Saturday. Ceiling done. I'll get another coat on it tomorrow and see how it looks. The walls are done. I need to do the doors. Still need to figure out what I'm going to do there. I'll need to cut this out so it's actually cut back to the window, and I think I figured out what I want to do with the back doors. Something like this. That's actually that one. I was just trying to see if it fitted that side. So I'll finish that off tomorrow. It's Sunday morning, I'm feeling fresh, I've got shit to do, let's do it! Today I am going to make another one of these, which is there. I'm going to paint the ceiling again, in there. And I'm going to cut the window out on the other side. Also, absolute tune.
It's a bit embarrassing, but I just noticed some tan lines on your shirt.
See, I reckon you're about an 8 or a 9.
Oh my gosh, don't you just know it? Okay, so I've just made these templates for the back doors. I'm pretty happy with them actually. So I think that will look quite good. And that means that the bed's frames here, by the time you've got mattress and stuff, basically the top of the bed is going to be underneath the windows. Nice shape so we can get blinds or curtains made. And I'll probably wrap these or paint them with waterproof outdoor paint, because obviously it's a door, it's going to be outside, and we're going to have a shower out there as well. So I think the next step is another coat number 2 on the ceiling. While I'm waiting for the end panels to dry, I've primed the back of them so I can paint them. I need to cut this side window and I need to follow this shape all the way around here, and that will give me the shape of the window for like a casement to go in, and again so we can have blinds or curtains. So somehow I need to figure out a way how to trace the window to the ply or the MDF. And there we go, the shape of the window.